Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a travel mouse. I love the MX Anywhere series mouse. I purchased the original one when it came out. Being able to track on a glass surface and not have a bunch of stutters and things change and move around on you was the biggest game changer ever. Not to mention it was very small and easy to carry around with you. At the time I had used a Mac, and the Magic Mouse, as most of you know, is not the most comfortable thing to use. It does travel really well, but it's not the most comfortable thing to use, and it doesn't track very well on surfaces, at least way back then when that one first came out. So it still works. It's honestly been tried and true, and I haven't had any hiccups or problems with it. It's taken a bunch of spills, there's dents, damages, and dings all over it, but I decided that I'm going to finally upgrade. So today we are going to be taking a look at the MX Master 3. This is the latest from Logitech. This is a little bit old by now. It's not like this just came out or it's brand new. I honestly am just finally ready to make the upgrade. Now before I purchased this, I did look at a couple things, and mainly it's the comparison between this MX Anywhere 3 and the 2S that was before it. Really the differences are the old one, the 2S, had the wheel that would actually tilt to the left and the right to scroll horizontally in an Excel file, a large PDF, or anything of that sort. This one unfortunately doesn't have that. I think it has to do with the fact that they use their new technology for the scroll wheel, where it has that kind of magnet system in there to go from a notchy scroll to a free scroll, just by how fast you spin it. Those other ones you always had to click in the middle of the scroll wheel to kind of change what scroll mode it was in, if it was the notchy one or that real smooth one. So that was a big complaint that I saw on this one, but I really don't use horizontal scrolling at all. I'm never in Excel. I do a lot of my work in computer automated design, so I don't really need horizontal scroll. We always just click and pan around. So I'm going to give this one a whirl here. So why don't we stop talking about it and look around the box here. As you can see at the front, this is the MagSpeed that I was talking about. This is that scroll wheel technology that they're using. This is the same technology that is on the MX Master 3, which we will get into in a future video. And that's pretty much it that's different. It does work with Bluetooth up to 3 devices, and it will also use the Logitech Unified receiver, or Bolt receiver now. I can't remember which one it is. One thing to note, the MX Anywhere 3 works on everything: Mac, Linux, Windows. I think there is a Mac version of this, but I would recommend just getting the normal version because you can use it on all of them. And if you're someone like me, you dabble around with all different types of operating systems, and a travel mouse, something like this that's meant to go with you, it's probably good to be able to have it work on as many different types of operating systems as possible. So let's break out the overhead camera and get right into this unboxing. Alright, now that we're here, let's get into this unboxing. We already walked around the box, but we'll do it from the top-down view here just in case you missed it. This is the MX Anywhere 3, as mentioned, the MagSpeed, which is that scroll wheel technology. On the side here, Bluetooth, some other connectivity information, USB Type-C charging. That is something I didn't mention before, but definitely a huge upgrade from the micro USB that I was using on my previous one, the original MX Anywhere. And on the back here, we just have a few things about the contoured ultra soft silicone sides. It's just grippy, the side of the mouse. The tracks on any surface, which is huge. Logitech, I think, does that the best, in my opinion. There really aren't any other mice out there that can compete with this, in my opinion. And then we have, like I had said, 3 computers and different profiles that you can set up within their software. And here we just have, some basic branding here and basic outline of what is included in the box. So why don't we break into this guy, see where the best spot is out here at the bottom. So satisfying when you use a sharp knife to unbox these things. Oop. we'll set that aside and we will open this up. And there it is. Honestly, I am digging this new color scheme compared to the old one. Now that we have this here, I will bring in the old MX Anywhere, and as you can see, this color scheme, not really that great. The kind of brownish, metallic-y color didn't really go with anything. I do love this mouse though. I'm not getting ready to get rid of it. It's still going to live in probably one of my secondary work bags, just so I always have a mouse with me. But this is kind of the color scheme here, so why don't we put that to the side as well and take this out of the box. We'll set that over here so you can really see them stacked up and see what else we get in here. We do have the little Unify receiver. Now, if you've bought a lot of Logitech products before, this is definitely something that you probably have a bunch of, but you never know when you're going to lose one, need another one. So I always keep these around. I don't ever actually toss them out. So we'll put that back here. And then underneath, there's a little finger slot here. We do have the USB Type-C cable. The USB Type-C cable here, which is a huge upgrade, like I had mentioned before, from the micro USB, this guy. I just don't have micro USB cables laying around anymore. So we'll set this off to the side. And let's see, under here we do have just some basic, probably papers. Advertisement for the MX keys. This is an MX line, so probably should have expected that. And just a little, looks like quick start guide here. Here's the mouse itself. It still has its protective covering on the bottom with the click setup, which honestly, this is very innovative and efficient. I think if you're gonna put a cover on here to protect the feet of the mouse, you might as well, you know, make some use out of it. And this way, we don't have to go through and look at, you know, different instruction manuals to try and figure out how to pair. Although, at this point, I think we all know how to pair basic Bluetooth devices. So there you have it, the two MX Master Mice, the original one here. Like I said, I've used this since it came out. The feet and everything are just utterly destroyed. I've definitely gotten my use out of it, and it still works just fine. So the quality on this first one, flawless, I would say. I have never had connection issues with it either, so I'm expecting the same level of quality with this new one here. Once I get this connected up and use it for at least a month, I'll let you guys know my final thoughts on how it compares in everyday use, travel, and connectivity. I think the thing that everybody's most interested to learn about is if there are any connectivity issues with this one, since I've had zero connectivity issues with the original one. If you can still find the original one at a really cheap price, this goes for right around $80, I believe, on Amazon, as well as, you know, your big box stores like Best Buy and Target. If you can find this older one, or even the 2S for that matter, for a cheaper price and you're not looking to spend a lot, I highly recommend you pick them up for travel mouse. Even as an everyday mouse at home and in your office, just something if you want Bluetooth and the ability to switch back and forth between devices with the push of a button. As you can see here, we have the button, it's a little covered up. But with the push of a button here, you can switch through devices. I highly recommend that you give one of these a go.